Optimus, Senior Marketing Executive here at Optimus, and today we're going to go through some remortgage questions with our BDM, Steve Bell. So, Steve, could you please explain the difference between free legals and Optimus's remortgage offering?
Certainly. So, free legals is the term used for lenders' free conveyancing services. Free is doing a lot of heavy lifting in this definition, as I'll come on to explain, but that's the terminology that everybody uses, so I guess we'll use it. And Optimus will offer an alternative in the scenario where you're able to take a cashback offer on behalf of your client and place the case with anything other than the lender's appointed solicitor. So that's essentially the difference between the two.
So what options do brokers have when it comes to using Optimus for remortgaging?
So it's important to understand that either of the options that you'll be using via Optimus will be ones in which your client is the one who is being represented by the solicitor. In a parallel scenario where the client is using the lender's solicitors, the lender is being represented. So from a client perspective, that's not an ideal scenario even before the case starts, right? So anything that you want to instruct via Optimus, and I'll go on to talk about the options in a second, the most important thing to remember is it's the client who's being represented in this scenario. So already there's much, much more control and it's much, much more client-oriented from the start. So with that said, there are two options when it comes to doing a remortgage quote via the Optimus portal. And one is our fixed fee remortgage product, and the other is the option of pegging the legal fee element of the quote to the cashback amount being offered by the lender. So that product works very, very similarly to the lender free or fee assisted model.
And so how do broker referral payments work? Is there a difference between those two products?
So in the fixed fee scenario, the fixed fee product will include the bank transfer of the money, and it will also include 2 ID checks. The fee assisted cashback product works, as I say, just the same way as the lender product, in the sense that there is only one ID check covered, and any subsequent ID checks, say for a married couple, they would get one free and a subsequent one would be charged. And in all scenarios on the cashback product, they need to pay their CHAPS fee, that is to say the electronic banking fee, prior to completion. So that's why I personally never use the term free legals, because it's never 100% free. And so our product, as I say, matches the legal fee element to the cashback amount. And that's probably the most important way that it differs. If you as a broker are instructing our fixed fee product, then the CHAPS are included and 2 ID checks are included. So it's a great product to use if you've got a married couple and, say, a £500 nationwide cashback offer, because depending on whether there are any additional charges for additional bits of legal work, that is to say disbursements, if there aren't any in this scenario, they would walk away with £135 post-completion. And you as a broker, we would pay you a standard fee of £70 in that scenario. When it comes to the cashback match products, there's a sliding scale of commission. It starts at the low end at £60 and goes up to a maximum of around £220, £225. But that's based on a combination of factors. So that's a combination of the remortgage value and the cashback amount. So it will change depending on those variables.
Brilliant. That makes so much sense. And thank you for your time today.
No problem at all.
We will catch up soon.